And we are live with the Sports Block. My name is Will Giddis alongside Nick Holliday and Tyler Scholler, here to bring you another edition of the Sports Block. This time it's your Middle Creek Mustangs taking on the Fuquay Varina Bengals in Mustang Stadium. A great matchup here today. We're going to go over to Nick Holliday to talk a little bit about the Bengals, and then over to Tyler to talk a little bit about our Mustangs. So, Nick, why don't you kick us off?
All right, how you guys doing? The Fuquay Varina Bengals are 6-4 overall, and they are 3-3 in the conference. They've had a pretty good season so far. Had a couple bad out of conference losses. They lost to Millbrook their very first game, but then they bounced back against Clayton. And they have had back-to-back conference wins against Cary and then at Athens. So they definitely have momentum going into this game. But let's hope we can stop them here. Tyler, what do you got?
Hey guys, how's it going? Right now, your Middle Creek Mustangs are 6-0 in the SWAC and 8-2 overall. Last week we had a 14-0 win at Cary, which I was there, and it was a very sloppy game for both sides. The Mustangs had I think a total of 75 yards total offense throughout the game, and it was a very sloppy game. Field conditions were horrible, and it wasn't the typical Mustangs offense we normally see. So tonight, with a dry field and beautiful weather, besides the very warm 39 degrees out here, we look to see for a very good game.
Definitely, and you can't mention Mustangs and Bengals in the same conversation without mentioning the rivalry that these two teams possess. I don't know exactly when it started. I think it dates back like BC, but realistically speaking, when this school was built, I have to imagine Fuquay was one of our first rivals. It just seems every game, no matter what the sport, football, baseball, basketball, this is the game that everybody wants to come to. And as you probably can see as this game goes on, it's the game that everybody has come to. The stands are packed on both sides, and there's just electricity in the air waiting for this game to go underway. You look at the Twitter sphere prior to tonight's game, that's all anybody's ever talking about for the past week, really. There's just so much leading into this game. The Mustangs, they already have clinched. I use clinched weekly. They should clinch first seed no matter the result of this game. However, they will definitely have first seed should they win. And Fuquay, somebody was telling me, needs this win to make the playoffs. So a do-or-die game for the Bengals here in the home stadium of their rivals. Earlier in the broadcast, we had the senior night. All of the seniors, this is their last home game, and we had some festivities where they got to walk out with their parents and a teacher they liked, and just get recognized for their future plans in their lives. And it's truly something pretty special to watch. And there goes that horn going through the stadium, which means one thing. There's a stampede of Mustangs getting ready to come out of the tunnel. And, uh-oh, there they are.
Yeah, well, going back to the Twitter sphere, nowadays Twitter has played a major part in this rivalry. And not just here in the SWAC, but all over the country. It's really helped to maximize those rivalries and bring more attention to them.
Oh, definitely. There's no doubt in my mind that Twitter has played, all social media has played a huge role in the rivalry between these two teams. Also notable, Middle Creek paints Fuquay's rock every year, and every year Fuquay gets pissed. So that's something to be aware of. Also, there's on the outside it sounds like the dumbest argument to ever have, but there's a cookout in Fuquay, and the Bengals claim that it is their cookout. Mustangs like to say that it is our cookout, and I think this game really decides who owns the cookout. It sounds really dumb, believe me, but it's kind of a big deal. It's definitely a big deal because that's where everybody goes after the games. Cookout is delicious. I'll end on that note.
Yeah, here in the Apex, Fuquay, Holly Springs region, everybody, I think from all three schools, everybody goes to Cookout after the game. So it's really a poppin' place after hours, and it's like you said, one of the hot spots here for this triad.
Oh, definitely. And speaking of hot places, as you mentioned earlier, Middle Creek Stadium is not one of them. 39 degrees, supposed to stay at 39 degrees. And I think North Carolina is starting to experience that shift into winter temperatures. I believe this next Thursday the high is going to be in the low 40s with a low in the 20s, and there is the little snowflake icon on the weather app for the iPhone. And if you know anything about Wake County, that means we will probably not have school for about 2 weeks if there's flurries. That's probably what's going to end up happening.
So everybody, when you say prayers tonight, please pray for a 2-hour delay or school cancellation for 2 weeks.
Amen.
And there might be some better things to pray about. Just keep that one into consideration. We have the Middle Creek captains and the Fuquay captains out at midfield getting ready to toss the coin. For the most part, Middle Creek has elected to kick off every time they've won the coin toss. So I don't imagine they'll do anything different here should they win against Fuquay.
Yeah, our captains for tonight, from left to right, we have number 55, Rashid Farrell, who is a senior, Jacob Pearl, number 12, who is a senior safety, and we have number 8, Jay Schuler, who is a senior wide receiver. So all of these guys are big playmakers for the Mustangs, and we look to see for them to continue to be big playmakers and make a difference in this game.
And if I was able to interpret the refs' hand and foot motions, it looks to me like the Mustangs will be receiving. I think Fuquay might have won the toss. I couldn't exactly tell. Only time will tell what actually happened, but I believe that is what the ruling of the coin toss was.
Yeah, this is a change for the Mustangs, but the Mustangs seem to adapt to change especially well here in the later half of the season. And this Mustangs offense is looking to come off a win at Cary, and I believe they have a 6 or 7 game win streak going on right now. So they're playing very, very well, and we hope that continues.
Yeah, you said earlier they're undefeated in the conference, which is where that win streak comes from. And if you're going to go undefeated, it's definitely in the conference, and that's what's led to the Middle Creek Mustangs being in top seed contention. And this is Mr. Graffone on the PA announcer for their Friday Night Live. Truly a classic in my eyes. Pretty hilarious the first time I heard it.
Yeah, it's become a tradition here at the Creek and at the football games, and hopefully it's a tradition that will last after Evan Cafone, his son, leaves, and hopefully we can get some people up here, because it looks like we have some parents up here that are learning the ropes, and hopefully they can continue this tradition, because it is truly a remarkable tradition and seems to keep everyone engaged.
Definitely, and there's only about 1 minute and 50 seconds left here before this game actually gets underway. Official kickoff time is going to be around 7:30. Obviously, we have Curtis Bernstein back. He came back a few weeks ago. He has. I'm not sure about last game. I was not there, but the game prior to that, the last home game, he did get a touchdown on a big catch, and looking for the same thing here against the Bengals. And I was incorrect. The Mustangs will be kicking off to the Bengals, so they will get the ball at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, just a little observation here to show you the rivalry. There's some guy on the 50-yard line marking up our Mustangs, so we'll see what happens to him at the off the first kickoff. He was digging some holes in the dirt.
Oh, okay. And this is Michael Rubino with the monster leg getting ready to kick off. Coach Castellano, no stranger to the onside kick, elects not to do it this time. This one's going to be fielded at around the 10-yard line and brought right up the middle. He's going to cut to the outside, but he's going to be wrapped up and tackled, I believe, behind the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like the Bengals will start at the 20-yard line.
So not bad. I mean, that would be equivalent to a touchback, and I don't think Mustangs want anything less. So good start for Rubino. And I have to mention, since we're on the topic of kickers, Chris Huey, one of our field goal kickers, I gave him the Mr. Miyagi on his kicking leg today, so he will not miss any field goals, and I'm saying that right now. First play of the drive is going to be a handoff up the middle, and there's going to be a flag on the field.
Looks like it was offsides on the Mustangs. So that'll bring up a 1st and 5 for the Bengals.
And we will have Nick Holliday keeping us updated with different scores around the SWAC.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I got you.
He's got us.
So we'll have 1st and 5 for the Bengals from the 25.
And Mustang's going to jump off sides again. I believe maybe a Bengal may have drawn him offside, so we'll see. So indeed it is encroachment on the Mustangs, and that's an easy 10 yards to start off this first quarter. And I think this is the first time that I actually can hear the opposing team's student section from up here in the press box.
Yeah, the Bengals have traveled very well so far this year, and as you can see from up here in the press box, they've traveled very, very well tonight.
And the play is going to be a handoff up the middle that's going to be stopped short for little or no gain.
Yeah, that Bengal running back had nowhere to go there. The Mustangs' defensive line and linebackers came on the blitz, and they just shut them down right there. Which that's very nice to see after we saw those 2 penalties that resulted in a Bengal first down without them having to snap the ball. So that's a very, very enlightening moment.
Second and 10. Here's the snap. They're going to pitch it to the outside. He's got a hole, needs a block, not going to get it, and the Mustang's going to do a good job of wrapping him up for a small gain.
Looks like Mustangs defense is continuing to play very, very well, continuing off that shutout against Cary from last week, and they had a very good defense despite the bad field conditions. And so tonight, with the even better field positions, we look for a better turnout for them.
3rd and 8 ball spotted on the 32-yard line. We'll see what they do here. They've only run the ball so far. And another flag on the field. I hope this one isn't against the Mustangs, though most likely it is. And Tyler, are you noticing how low this quarterback gets to the ground before he snaps the ball?
Yeah, that seems to be a Fuquay Varina Bengal, I guess, trademark there, because they always, I believe, I can't remember who the quarterback was last year, but he would get extremely low also. And so I guess that's one of the Bengals' things is just to squat down real low and just.
Do you think that's a strategy to try and get lost in the linemen, or?
I have absolutely no idea. It might be. I don't really know, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's something different, I think, because most teams that we've seen this year have gone shotgun, and they're under center right now. So maybe they're trying to throw us off, but I honestly don't know.
Our expert analyst, Nick Holliday, and Tyler Scholler, and will get us. We're all experts at not knowing what anything is.
I'm glad we could be of assistance tonight.
Shout out to PJ Bellatoni, a former Middle Creek student. Used to be in the sports block. He's commentated alongside me. He's here running instant replay tonight, so we'd like to give him a tip of the hat for coming out, even though he's in the Wake Tech. And here's a snap, going to be a toss to the outside. Looks like Mustangs are going to have a breach in defense, and he's going to go up the sideline, 40, 30. He's at the 20. He's gone. He is so gone. That is a touchdown for the Bengals, and that is not the way the Mustangs wanted to cover that pitch.
Nah, they had a good block out here by the wide receivers, and he was gone. He was gone from the start.
It looks like the Mustangs were going to be able to stop him short of the first down. A few blocks were made, and then there was just a hole, and he abused it, and now he ran right up the sideline.
Looks like Fuquay has been watching a lot of Carolina football because they're taking the Carolina field goal strategy, starting with everybody on the left and then shifting over to the right.
And that kick is up, and it is good. So Fuquay Bengals take a quick lead here in the first quarter. They're up 7-0 on the Mustangs.
Will, as the Mustangs take the field for offense for the first time this game, what do you expect from them tonight?
Well, they're going to have to do what you see on the field here, is just find holes and get breakaway plays against these Bengals. Morale and intensity is a huge factor in a game like this, and they are going to need some big plays to keep the crowd in it and keep the Fuquay crowd out of it.
Yeah, keeping the Fuquay crowd out of it is going to be a very, very big task for the Mustangs, because having all those fans travel with you really brings it to another level, and it doesn't feel as much like home field advantage as it does without the other team there. So that's going to be a big factor, and we look to watch that tonight.
And Fuquay, are they lining up for an onside kick, or what is this?
I don't know. It could be an onside kick, but we could see him pooch it deep. But we'll just have to see.
This is an awkward kind of position on the field. It's so far to the right sideline. Maybe, I don't know. We'll wait and see. And, in fact, it is an onside kick. And that one, it will be fielded by the Mustangs. A good job by the hands team of recovering that one. It's going to be down at the 35-yard line. It seemed Coach Castellano-esque on Fuquay's side. It didn't – I don't know if they always line up to kick like that, but to me it seemed it didn't sound like me, but it seemed pretty obvious in my head that it was going to be an onside kick. I was expecting the onside kick more than I was expecting a regular kickoff.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good onside kick there. I believe it was just to hopefully get the bounce, but it just didn't go their way, so Mustangs will take over at the 35.
Gristle with the snap, looking to pass on first down. He's going to dump it off, and that's going to be run up the sideline for a gain of about 3 or 4 yards to Keon Smith, number 1.
Keon Smith, a converted running back, is we look to see him have a lot of action tonight, as he'll be a very versatile player tonight, and as he will work in from the running back position also.
2nd and 4, they're going to fake the handoff play action, throw over to Bernstein on the side. He's going to cut over the middle of the field, make another cut, and he's going to be just short of a first down depending on where they place it.
I believe he got the first down there, like you said, depending on the spot. Yeah, and the refs do give us a first down.
So that is another Middle Creek first down. Ball on the 45-yard line. And, I talked just earlier about intensity and needing those big plays, but really you just need to score. It doesn't matter if it's little plays. And this is a runoff up the middle, and that's going to be enough for another Middle Creek first down.
Yeah, that was Josh Drake there on the carry. And we'll go over to Nick Holliday here with a score update from the Green Hope game. Nick?
Green Hope took a 7-0 lead over Panther Creek with 9:23 left in the first quarter. They recovered a fumble, kickoff, and converted a 4th down. So Green Hope is definitely taking advantage of their playing right now.
And Gristle is just going to dump this one off to the side. It's going to be run up the side for a gain of about 5. Keon Smith once again. And speaking of Panther Creek, they are the only other student section who's really come close to Fuquay's presence here in Mustang Stadium.
Yeah, on the football standpoint, though, that's a very big surprise, because Panther Creek is the second place team in our conference.
And nice Gristle going to be a pass to the sideline. That's Jay Schuler, the senior. That's going to be a nice gain for the Mustangs, another first down. I took my eyes off the play. It looked like a late hit from Fuquay on our quarterback, but not indeed. And Gristle and number 33 for the Bengals gave a little high five, so everything's all right.
That was a very nice pass from Gristle across the field. That's a type of play you look for in a Division I quarterback there, and possibly NFL.
I'm not sure I'd go quite that far yet, Tyler, but he is a good quarterback. That is a handoff up the middle, gain of 5 yards. Ball's going to be spotted on the 20.
Yeah, but being able to do that does give you a little bit more of an advantage than someone who can't do that. So, but I did stretch a little far.
Gristle back to pass once again into the end zone, and that's going to be caught by Curtis Bernston for the first Mustang touchdown of this game. A perfectly placed catch by Gristle. That was between two Bengal defenders, and that is just what Mustangs needed here to respond to the early touchdown by the Bengals.
And I do believe it's worth noting that that was Curtis Burston's first touchdown catch of the year.
Second touchdown. He scored one last home game.
Oh yes, he did. He did score one last week also at Cary. But since he has been out, he hasn't really been a major part of this offense. But we look as we go farther into this postseason and the rest of the season, we look to see him a major part.
And that was Chris Huey on for the extra point attempt, and it is good. So the game's gonna be tied at 7. And Mustangs coming into the season over the summer, we really didn't have, and I'll be honest, we didn't have high expectations of the football team. Without Curtis, he got hurt, and not really knowing what to expect from Gristle. And the team's going to be really good when Curtis comes back. That's what you heard over and over, week in and week out. And he finally gets back, and he does in fact make a huge difference on this field, taking some pressure off Schuler and Deontay McDonald. And now we have a very lethal receiving core and a very lethal quarterback to throw to them.
Yeah, and that does, even though it does release the pressure, it also helps out Jay and Keon and all the other receivers, because Curtis is known around the conference to be one of those weapons, and so it allows them, because that could lead to double teaming Curtis or something like that. So that leaves them open more than they would if, say, it was only Jay and Jay's the weapon.
Well said.
And this is Rubino on for the kickoff. As we mentioned, every game would not be surprised of an onside kick at any point in time. We will see what happens. I stopped trying to guess when they would happen, because you really just never know. And it is going to be a kickoff into the end zone. They're just going to let this one blow by. Oh, and almost stopped bouncing on the 1 yard line. That is going to be in the end zone for the touchback, though.
That could have been a disastrous play for the Bengals, because if that ball's a live ball if it doesn't cross that goal line. So the Mustangs could have scooped it and scored. That'll put us up 14-7.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, kickoff is a live ball unless it goes out of bounds or it's touched by the other team. So they could have just scooped it and ran it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The more you know. And here's going to be the handoff to the left side. Looks like a very powerful runner for Fuquay. That's going to be a gain of 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, Fuquay with the fullback to the left side. He's going to be a major part of this offense, because with that I formation, and that's just the way it is with the I formation. They use a lot of the running backs, an awful lot, or actually it looks like a wing T.
And receiver in motion. They're going to hand it off up the middle again. Going nowhere.
Has Fuquay thrown their ball yet?
They have not.
All right.
But, this is, Tyler, as you mentioned earlier, this is a offensive scheme that's Mustangs really haven't encountered at all. It seems like every team has a spread offense and, one running back. Now Fuquay comes in with this quarterback who's been under center the entire game, and not only a running back but also a fullback to accompany him. Yeah,
throughout high school football, the spread has become a major part of the game, and like you said, this is completely different. And he was stuffed; he didn't get anywhere.
And that is a beautiful play by the Mustangs, reading who the ball is going to be handed off to and preventing that third down conversion. It's going to bring up fourth, and I believe the punting unit, for Fuquay will come out. And we apologize for that heartbeat type sound. You may be hearing the man sitting next to Nick Holliday is working on the scoreboard, and a little bit closer than usual. Mustangs notorious to other teams for blocking kicks. And they definitely jumped off sides there, and I think that's
going to be a first down for the Bengals.
That's not what you wanted.
No, it was not.
Enforcement on the defense. Penalty results in a first down for Fuquay.
So the Bengals will get a fresh set of downs and will start this drive at their 32-yard line.
And handoff up the middle, going to be a gain of about 5. Second and 3 is the official ruling on the field here. 5 minutes and 10 seconds remain here in the first quarter.
Yeah, as you can see so far, this Bengals offense is not a very fast-paced offense. And so with all the other teams running a spread offense, this really helps out the Mustangs defense. It gives them a little break in between each play.
And the quarterback's going to – I don't even know who has the ball, to be honest. They had me confused up here in the press box. But that will be enough for a first down and then some. I don't really know who came – I don't know if that was a back or a receiver, but I guess nice job by Fuquay.
Yeah, that was at fullback again, and as you can tell, he's going to play a major part in this game.
First and 10, they're going to hand it off once again. Mustangs had some hands on the back, but weren't able to tackle him. That's going to be a gain of 9 or 10 yards, maybe enough for the first down.
Just to get a name out there, who keeps on running the ball, that's number 37, Damaris Williams.
Another first down for Fuquay. Second down.
So it looks like it'll be a 2nd and 1 for the Bengals.
Another player in motion, and the Mustangs are going to stuff this one short, I believe. We'll see where the ball is down.
Looks like the Bengals are getting a very, very generous spot here.
Doesn't quite look like they made it where they're spotting it. I believe they will pull out the chains.
Yeah, I believe that was a very generous spot. Very, very generous.
But it will, in fact, be still third down. 3rd and 1, Mustang's going to need another huge stop like they did prior to the offsides penalty. Quarterback's going to keep it, and the Mustangs do just that and tackle him in the backfield for a loss. And I imagine Fuquay is going to have to be forced to punt here again.
Yeah, that was Tom Hartshorn on the blitz from the left side. He came in untouched. There was no way. That play was blown up in the backfield completely.
But, yep, here comes the punting team.
Jump, defense!
And so you can hear people saying, don't jump, defense. So
our featured guests of the evening.
We hope they don't jump this time.
And it's going to be a hard snap count, I imagine, try and get Mustangs offsides again, and a flag is on the field.
Looks like delay of game. So that'll back them up another 5 yards.
Finally, a Fuquay going penalty going against Fuquay.
So 4th and 8 for the Bengals.
And here's the snap. Mustangs got a good jump, not going to be enough to block the kick. However, Schuler calls for a fair catch fielded at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line. The Mustangs take over 1st and 10.
So hopefully the Mustangs can come back, and after that nice third down stop there, third down, and I think it was inches, wasn't it?
Yes.
And hopefully the offense can come out really strong and maybe get another touchdown like last time with that screen pass to Curtis Burston.
And Tyler, I got to ask, how are your frigid legs holding up?
They're numb right now. I can't feel them, so it's all good.
All right. Live and you learn. And a pass almost intercepted by Fuquay. Needed a little bit more heat on that ball, I think, from Gristle to make that play a little bit safer.
Yeah, it looks like the cornerback did a good job of, I believe it was Jay Schuler was blocking number 15 or number 10, and it looks like he blocked him right into Curtis and right into the pass. So Curtis didn't have a chance of catching that one.
And Gristle looking to pass down the sideline, deep pass, and he's got the defender beat, and that's going to be caught for a huge gain by the Mustangs. That's Neon Keon Smith, number 1. We said you'd be hearing his name, and there it is, a huge play by the Mustangs.
See the Mustangs hurry up to the line, hopefully to get another play in before the Bengals can get set and get substitutes on the field.
And here's going to be a handoff. Can't get any holes going. That's going to be tackled for a loss of a yard.
Looks like it'll be a 2nd and 9.
Oh, he did actually gain a yard. I thought he may have lost a yard there. Maybe gave him some forward progress. Here's the snap. Looking to throw is Gristle. To the sideline again. Tipped by the defender. A nice play, that one intended for Schuler.
Yeah, right now the Mustangs just got to get that first down, can keep this drive going, and continue moving the ball, because you can see this Bengals defense is getting tired already. And if this pace continues, this defense will be exhausted by the end of halftime and third quarter.
It is 3rd and 9, so need to convert. Throw by Gristle over the head of Bernston. That's tough to do, so that's going to bring up 4th and 9 after the huge gain by Gristle and Keon Smith. So the punting unit will come out. A minute and 51 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Seems to be going by pretty quick.
Yeah, this game has gone by a lot quicker than the other games. Like you said, it's a minute and 51 seconds left, and we're already 8 o'clock. So,
and that is a low snap to Rubino, the punter, and that is going to take a nice bounce for the Mustangs. That one's going to be down at the 4-yard line. So a nice recovery by Rubino to get that one at a beautiful position. And I imagine the defensive coordinator for Middle Creek is going to try and get a nice blitz in here, maybe get a safety. That would be huge.
Yeah, that would really change the momentum around in this game. And in this game, with the Bengals being a crosstown rivalry, momentum is a big key part to this game. Bengals will move the ball out across the 10-yard line. Looks like it'll be a 2nd and 4.
They haven't thrown the ball yet, have they?
They have yet to throw the ball. That is correct.
They must really like Damaris Williams.
That's how you want to look at it.
Yeah, their passing game I don't believe is as strong, and so they tend to stretch away from that, and that could come back to bite them later in the game as they become very, very predictable.
And another handoff. Going to be tackled, but enough for the first down, I do believe. And it is, in fact, a first down for Fuquay. Balls on the 22-yard line. And we're going to go over to Nick Holliday for a Twitter score update.
We've already said the Green Hope score, but it was a 7-0 Green Hope in the first quarter, and the Holly Springs Golden Hawks are beating the Apex Cougars 6-0 right now in the first quarter.
Looks like we had a little false start here on, looks like the right tackle.
And there's some pushing and shoving after the play.
So that'll back up the Bengals another 5 yards and help the Mustangs out a little bit.
And we will be going down to Madison Jaggers for a sideline report at the end of this first quarter, so be sure to stick around for that before we go to commercial. First and 15. Going to be a pitch, and he's going to be tripped up. Nice job by the Mustangs of making sure that one doesn't turn into a 70-something yard touchdown run, as we saw earlier in the quarter.
Yeah, there's good containment over here on this side. Looked like a little jet sweep there, and it really worked out for the Mustangs defense with that blitz.
And that is the end of the first quarter. Nice performance by both teams. We are going to go down to Madison Jaggers for that sideline report. Madison, what do you got for us?
Tonight is senior night at the Mustang Stadium, and the energy is high. Fuquay was able to score a touchdown at the beginning of the first quarter, but Middle Creek was able to score a touchdown right back, making it a tie game of 7-7. This is Madison Jaggers. Back to you.
Thanks, Madison. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block. He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. You're watching the Sports Blog. He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. You're watching the Sports Blog. And we are back with the Sports Block. Beginning of the second quarter, it is 2nd 13 for the Bengals. They are on their own 15-yard line. And here's a snap. Running the ball, he's got some holes, and that's going to be a nice gain. Still short about 5 yards for the first down. And Nick, they still have yet to throw.
I was just about to comment on that. Great minds think alike.
I agree. That's why Tyler did not say anything. Love you, Tyler. 3rd and 3, ball in 25.
It seems for the Bengals, the passing game is not really a part of their offense here, and I guess that's due to the lack of the receiving core here with the Bengals.
Mustangs student section Creek Crazy is pretty loud. That's an inside handoff up the middle. Nice play called by the Bengals, and really just want to see them throw the ball. I'm getting kind of bored watching them run the ball, but they have been pretty successful with it.
Well, I'm sure the Bengals really care that you're bored, because I don't see them changing their game plan anytime soon with the running game working like it is for them.
As Mr. Ship tells me every day, day in and day out, I am the center of the universe and what I think matters. And he says that sarcastically. Anyway, 1st and 10, ball on the 40. But we mentioned in previous broadcasts, and he's going to break a few tackles, gain of about 9. We've mentioned in a previous broadcast that you need to have a balanced offense to prevent defenses from guessing your plays. But So far, the running game's just all Fuquay really needs. The change between the fullback and the running back and quarterback keepers is, I think, enough change to keep the Mustangs on their toes all game long.
Yeah, and I mean that mix in plays and stuff. It does seem like it needs to be changed up a little bit with the pass, but they're doing a great job of mixing in the wing back in motion there and giving him a few touches, and so that does enough to keep the Mustangs off balance there.
Yeah, number 12, Caleb Mundy, the quarterback. He's got the easiest job in the world right now, just handing the ball off.
And a nice run once again by the Bengals.
Yeah, Mustangs defense has to find a solution to these 8 and 9 yard gains on first down, because if they keep that up, they will find themselves in the red zone very, very soon. That'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bengals at the 44-yard line.
And that one is going to be enough for the first down once again by the Bengals.
Looked like there was some motion up front for the Bengals, but I guess they escaped that, so it'll be a first down for the Bengals.
First and 10 once again, ball in the 40. What do you know, a handoff, more of a pitch rather, towards the outside, and he's going to be tackled for a loss.
That was good pursuit on the backside by the Mustangs to get over there and just thwart that run and push him out of bounds. Hopefully that loss of a yard can help to stop the Bengals' momentum here and give them a little break here.
Nick, any score updates?
Yes. Cary is up 7-0 at Athens right now in the first quarter, and the Panther Creek Green Hope game is all tied up at 7 right now in the second quarter.
And the play is blown dead. There's a timeout on Fuquay, so we're going to take that Fuquay timeout to take a quick commercial break here at the Sports Block. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block. He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. You're watching the Sports Blog. He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And welcome back to the Sports Block. Once again, I'm Will Geddes for the Sports Block here at the Sports Block's broadcast of the Sports Block football game. It is 2nd and 11, ball in the 41. Fuquay has the ball on the Sports Block broadcast.
Will's having a little too much fun with his word choice here. But me and Nick here are in speech too, so we can help you fine-tune those skills.
And a Sports Block handoff to the right side. Going to be tackled for not much of a gain. A Sports Block great job by the Mustangs defense of making sure that play didn't turn into a first down.
Yeah, I believe it's overused now. It's dying. This will be a 3rd and 8 for the Bengals.
Creek Crazy's getting pretty loud. And I imagine a handoff is in order, and in fact it is, up the right sideline. And he's going to take some Mustangs with him, and he's going to be enough for the first down, or maybe half a yard short.
Looks just short, but
tough to say from up here.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be just short, but I believe the Bengals will go for it, considering they're on their side of the field and they've got less than a yard to go.
And, you know, if you're the Fuquay coach, it's hard not to go for it in this situation with the success of your running game. And also how often Mustangs have jumped off sides. And speak of the devil, flag on the field.
Speak of the devil.
Hopefully it'll be a false start. Looks like it was. Oh, nope. Ooh, yes. Offsides on the Bengals. Haven't seen that one in a while.
No, we have not. It's been all against the Mustangs. A beautiful change of pace, and maybe they will be forced to punt it in this situation after all.
You could hear everybody up in the box. Just as soon as the ref gave the offside signals, everyone went down, and then when they pointed toward the Bengals, it went great.
Yeah, you know, I look around this press box, and it's kind of like, who are you people? There's a lot of people up here.
So the Bengals offense will stay on the field and go for it with a 4th and 6 from the 36-yard line.
And, yep, they are going for it. And they're going to not even try and draw them off sides. A nice play by the Mustangs of penetrating that offensive line and tackling the back for a huge loss. And that is a great momentum play by the Mustangs.
Looked like Terry Patterson there on the tackle. So the Mustangs will take over in Bengals territory.
Not quite in Bengals territory. Ball is on the Mustangs' 39-yard line. Great field position, though, to start off with. And we're going to hand it off up the middle. Going to be a gain of 4 or 5 yards by Josh Drake.
Yeah, Josh had a full head of steam there and looked like he bulldozed a couple of Bengal players.
Second and 5. Gressel on the snap, looking to throw. Over the middle, that's Schuler. And he's got some room to run at the 45-yard line. He trips up. Nice throw and a nice catch for a Mustang first down, and extra 10 yards tacked onto that. So now they are in Fuquay territory. It is the 44-yard line. Maybe 43 and a half. Here's a snap. Got a nice little moves there. That's going to be a gain of about 5.
Quick score update. I know this isn't in the SWAC, but it's in the second quarter of the Heritage-Broughton game. Heritage 42, Broughton 20. They are racking up points so far in that game.
Sorry, what quarter are they in?
Second quarter.
Wow. And a nice run by Stuart Fine for the Mustangs first down.
Stuart Fine has really come into this Mustangs offense and has prevailed so far this year. He's played a major part in solidifying the run game for the Mustangs.
And a pass intercepted by the Bengals at the 26-yard line, and that is not what the Mustangs wanted. And corner just cut under that throw and got to it before the receiver did, and that's going to result in Fuquay's ball. 4 minutes and 50 seconds remain here in the second quarter. I imagine whoever scores next will probably go into the locker room with the lead. Here's a handoff up the right sideline, going to be tackled for a gain of 3 or 4.
And Fuquay has yet to throw the ball tonight.
Yeah, if they go into the locker room not throwing a single ball, can't say I'll be surprised, but I think a lot of people would be surprised to hear that.
Yeah, one thing the Mustangs defense needs to watch out for is, like, if they do pull that pass just out of the middle of nowhere, they still need to be ready for that, because if that comes at a crucial moment in the game, then that could really spark a fire and change the momentum drastically.
And another handoff. Cannot tackle him. It's going to be a gain of a yard.
Looks like he drug a couple players. Initial contact was behind the line of scrimmage, but he just kept his feet moving and pushed up about 3 yards.
Third down.
They need 4 yards to convert. And as you said, this is a very fast-moving game. Took going to be roughly 45 minutes of a first half.
Little false start there.
Pretty obvious one at that.
Absolutely, that one wasn't even a little sneaky. That was blatant.
Third and 9 for the Bengals.
So 3rd and 9 for the Bengals from their own 30-yard line.
And a handoff up the middle. He's going to go absolutely nowhere.
Looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up 4th and 8.
Thomas Harshorn on the stop. 4th down.
And I believe the punting unit will come out for Fuquay. Mustangs will have about 2 minutes and 40 seconds once they get the ball. Maybe less.
A block punt here for the Mustangs would be ideal.
And a low snap. Oh, tons of Mustangs around that punter, but that's not a very good punt by the punter, so not a blocked punt, but certainly a forced bad one.
So the Mustangs will take over at the Bengals' 48-yard line, best field position they've had all day.
2 minutes and 27 seconds is what the Mustangs will have to work with.
That's plenty of time for the Mustangs to march down the field.
It's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8 yards.
Looks like there's a fumble, but the refs are ruling Curtis down.
Curtis Burston on the catch. 2nd down.
Looks like 2nd and 3 on the 41.
And now there are exactly 2 minutes left here in the half. That's going to be a run up the middle for a first. We'll see how Castellano decides to use his timeout. So far, he has yet to use one.
So that first down will stop the clock for a few seconds while the chains get in position. And once they get in position, clock will start again.
And here's a snap to Gristle, a little bit of a jet sweep to Bernston. Not really able to make much happen, not able to get out of bounds either, and that's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4.
Sugarman on the tackle.
Looks like Castellano was elected to not call a timeout as the clock winds down. Under 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this first half.
Here's a snap to Gristle. Handoff, going to go nowhere as he's absolutely stuffed trying to get up the middle. And I think what Castellano is trying to save these timeouts for, should they not be able to convert here on 3rd, they don't leave Fuquay with much time to to pose any threat with the rest of the half. Gristle looking to throw out, in and out of the hands of Keon Smith. Looks like he might have been able to turn upfield for the first had he come down with it, but that's going to bring up 4th and 7. And, sorry.
That pass was thrown just a little bit behind Keon there, but certainly catchable. But that'll bring up 4th and 7.
And Mustangs will elect to go for it. And some movement on Fuquay's line. Now, isn't it? It's only offsides for the defense if they make contact with the player, correct?
No, if they cross the neutral zone, which is like the line of scrimmage, if they break that, then it is a offsides penalty. And Coach Ryder was down there barking in the ref's ear, but looked like the ref had a different side of the story to tell. So the Mustangs will continue with that 4th and 7.
So Mustangs will finally call a timeout here. We're not going to go to commercial break. I imagine this will probably be a short one. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but you just get to listen to our beautiful voices a few extra minutes. Nick, any scoring updates?
Yes, hold on a second. In the second quarter, Holly Springs 20, Apex 7. Let's see if we have any more. I would imagine we do. And that's all I have right now, guys. I'll get back to you as soon as I get some more.
Thank you, Nick. And we are back in action. And we are going for the field goal. No, we're not. Lining up for a pass play now. I don't even know who's the quarterback.
Looks like Isaiah Herring.
We know him.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, Isaiah,
Pass
go.
over to Curtis Bernson, and he's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, Isaiah. He's in Talent speech class.
Little shout out to Isaiah Herring, number 22, with his first pass completion of the year and pass attempt. That's a little trickery coming out of Castellano's
I
playbook.
love trickery.
And I think you should have seen the coaches on the sideline jumping up and down like that. I don't even think they thought it was going to work.
That was, I have no idea what happened. That was Warren Messer there on the reception.
Gristle tipped in the air, almost intercepted by Fuquay. A close one.
Very, very dangerous there. That could have, if that defender had been a little bit closer, that could have possibly been a pick 6 there.
I don't know about that. He was diving for the ball, so I don't know if he would have been able to run it quite back. Would have been a pick nonetheless. 36 seconds left here in the first half. Crystal on second down. Looking to throw. Little stop and go. He's got Curtis Burson wide open, and that is another Middle Creek touchdown.
Nice little stop and go there from Burston. I don't know if that was designed or if that was just Curtis using his instincts, but it paid off completely, and that'll put the Mustangs up 13-7 here late in the first half.
And I guess you kind of pay that one off to the crazy fake field goal something or other called by the coaches for the first down. Chris Huey on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So Mustangs going to go up 14-7 here with 31 seconds left in the first half. Stay tuned. We will have the halftime show as well as a sideline report from Madison Jaggers before the end of the second. I apologize. I don't know where I was going with that one. But that was what we will have coming up. And here's a replay of that previous pass. You saw the trickery, just had the receiver wide open for the first down.
That's something new that Castellano has implemented this year, and it paid off, and hopefully he's been saving that all year, so that really came into play, and so far it's been the pivotal play of the game.
That was awesome.
Indeed it was, Nick. Indeed it was. Now this is the one situation where I definitely don't expect an onside kick. But maybe Castellano's trying to mess with my head, and this is exactly when they'll do the onside kick. I'm very skeptical. I imagine a squib kick would be the more likely route here. And nope, it's going to be a regular kickoff fielded at the 5-yard line. And he's going to be tackled a little bit short of the 20.
Looks like there's a late flag thrown on the play.
No, judging by the reactions in the press box, sounds like a personal foul against the Mustangs.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Not quite sure for what.
I'm not sure either, but I did see him throw the flag, and I saw who it was against. But I don't know what was wrong. I guess it was just fighting without throwing a punch. I don't know.
A scuffle then.
It's a good adjective.
But it was again. Number 55 was involved, who was disrespecting the Mustang out at midfield. So maybe he had it. Maybe he was asking for it. Who knows?
We are not promoting fighting on the football field.
Yeah, absolutely not. Do not do that at home, please.
Anyway, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to throw it. They're going to throw it. Moving his feet. Nope, they're going to run it. And got my hopes up. I was waiting for something exciting to happen, and
turned out to be another run.
Another run.
So that'll stop the clock with 16 seconds left. And it seems like this has been the longest minute of the game.
Definitely.
It's been stop, timeout, touchdown, which I am very, very grateful for the touchdown for us.
.5 seconds left. And they might throw it again. Flag in the backfield. And another run for a first down.
Looks like it might be holding.
We will see.
Which I'm hoping. False start. That'll back him up another 5 yards.
Now, should the clock be reset?
No, because play continued, so the clock will stay at 8.7 seconds left.
That was a hashtag Ask Scholler question. You ever find yourself using hashtags outside of Twitter?
Not really, no.
I sometimes do it sarcastically, and then I've gotten in the habit of actually using it. And I'm kind of ashamed. And that is the end of the half, so Mustangs will go into the locker room leading 14-7. We're going to go down to Madison Jaggers for a sideline report.
Mustangs threw for an interception, but that didn't stop them. The score is now 14-7, Mustangs on top. Coach told defense to play sound football and make tackles, and that's exactly what they've been able to do. This is Madison Jaggers, back to you.
Thanks, Madison. And in fact, Fuquay does go into the locker room with not a single thrown pass. That is definitely a surprising stat. Once again, Mustangs go into the locker room leading 14-7. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We will have the halftime show, so stick around for that. You're watching the Sports Block. He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. You're watching the Sports Blog. He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. You're watching the Sports Blog. He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block,
Oh!
and he just shrugs them off. And he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off. And he makes another two.
Great job, the award-winning Mighty Marching Mustang Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Middle Creek High School community would like to take this opportunity to celebrate Veterans Day, which is Monday, November 11th. At this time, we'd like to invite all current retired members of the Armed Services, the Marines, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Coast Guard, National Guard Reserve to please stand and be acknowledged. Tonight we honor and thank you for the service to our country and for our freedom. Please join me in a round of applause for our military heroes. Please remain standing while the Middle Creek High School Mustang Chorale, conducted by Mr. Andrew Seaslaw, honors our veterans with the singing of God Bless America.
God bless America. Blessings I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the grass, to the ocean, white with gold. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Seaslaw.
Okay, in your 2 rows.
Mustang Chorale, thank you, service members, for your service.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute thrill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute thrill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute thrill into the back of the end zone. And we are back with the second half of this ball game. Once again, Will Giddis, Tyler Scholler, and Nick Holliday. I don't know about you guys, but I got me a delicious Jersey Mike sub. That is my dinner, and it was a good dinner. Mustangs lead here 14-7. They're getting kicked off to. Once again, this has become a trend of getting the ball to begin the second half. Nick, you said there was some updates on the Leesville game. Why don't you share some of those with us, as they will be the team that competes with us for the first lead should we lose today.
Yeah, Leesville and Wakefield, they're in the third quarter right now, and Leesville's up 1 point on Wakefield, 14-13. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that score.
And a squib kick by the Bengals. The Mustangs going to pick that up, see what they can do with it. Not getting much farther from where they picked it up at, ball at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, the Mustangs offense has done a good job in the past couple games of coming out strong in the second half, and hopefully that trend can continue as they continue to pile points on the board.
Gristle in the shotgun formation, snaps the ball, throws over to the sideline. That's Keon Smith, number 1. He's going to try and cut it over the middle, going to gain about 3 or 4.
Looks like they had good blocking upfield, but looked like a straggler from Fuquay came behind and got Keon.
2nd and 5, and going to be a handoff up the middle. Gain of 2. And Tyler, why don't you give us an update about just how cold you are?
Well, my legs are numb. Hands are. They're actually feel like they're on fire. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, but they feel very, very cold and very numb also.
Get tested. That is a completed pass by Gristle for the first down. A nice quick throw, and Mustangs are back to a first down.
Yeah, Jay Schuler on the reception over there. Just enough yards there for the first down. So that'll move the chains and continue this drive. So 1st and 10, Gristle on the shotgun.
And
Deep
Gristle
pass.
going deep. Down the sideline, overthrew his receiver. Sorry to cut. I got sidetracked, Tyler. Thank you for taking over temporarily.
Glad I could be of assistance there.
Thank you, Tyler. 2nd and 10. The reason I got sidetracked is there's not a single sports block supervisor in the press box with us, which is new and a freeing experience, it seems. It's going to be a gain of about 2 yards. I just feel like I can say anything I want, you know?
Do it, I dare you. You won't.
Probably not a good idea.
I
need to
didn't
get
think
into
so.
college.
I did not think that would be a decision. That'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs on the 49-yard line.
Trying to get Fuquay to jump off sides by setting Schuler in motion. It looks like Mustangs calling an audible. Gristle looking to pass. He's under pressure. Stepping up, throws it away to the sideline. Let's see if they call it in.
Looks like they called. Looks like that'll move the Mustangs back because he passed the ball when he was across the line of scrimmage.
Huh.
So an illegal pass.
Would have been a nice play by Gristle if his feet were in.
That was a very nice pass. Beyond the sticks for the first down, but no cigar.
Close, but no cigar. But we have a SWAC score update. Holly Springs is leading Apex 27-7 at halftime.
That was a very nice transition, Nick.
Thank you. We learned transitions in Mr. A's Speech 2 class.
At Mr. Agoncillo, for those of you unaware, the legendary speech teacher.
So it'll be 4th and 11 as Michael Rubino is back to punt.
Would not be surprised if there was some crazy punt pass. But no, it's just a really good punt by Rubino.
Very nice punt.
Going to be Fuquay bounces, but we'll be down behind the 20 at around the 18-yard line.
So Fuquay will take over for their first possession in this second half. And so far in the first half, all we saw was runs. We had 2 passing plays toward the end of the half, but those turned into be scrambles for the quarterback. And we look to see nothing different here as they continue to pound the ball, as they did a very good job of moving the ball in the first half.
And here's the snap. And an option play. A nice pitch by Fuquay. He's going to break to the outside for, it looks like, a first down. Nice play. Nice pitch.
Looks like there was some miscommunication here by the Mustangs. One of the corners didn't come up and get the option man, so that allowed them to get the first down, or fairly close to it. So it'll be 2nd and 1.
Still cold, for those wondering. And not sure who has the ball, but they will have enough for the first down.
A little fullback play up the middle, got them just enough yards for that first down to keep the sticks moving.
On the out-of-town scoreboard, Carey's beating Athens Drive 7-0. Holly Springs over Apex 27-7. And Green Hope and Panther Creek are tied at 7.
And the temperature is still steady here at Mustang Stadium at a 36 degrees. So it dropped 3 degrees in a matter of seconds.
You know, I saw that in a movie once, The Day After Tomorrow. It's something to worry about. And another option play, going to be a nice little pitch by Fuquay, going to be tackled out of bounds for a loss. And, you know, somebody was telling me, I don't know if this is true or not, that North Carolina is lined up to have one of the coldest winters in like 10 or 20 years or something like that. That's not something to look forward to.
I don't know. I'm not really a cold type guy. I like the summer, which I continue to sport the summer wear.
Yes. You know, you'd think it's crazy with the amount I complain about the cold during this broadcast. And yet Appalachian is one of my top schools.
And aren't you from the north also?
I am from New Jersey. My northern blood has left my body. I probably just lost.
Another option.
And they're going to tackle him. Maybe even they had a chance to strip the ball too. But that is a huge loss for Fuquay.
Looks like they'll bring up 3rd and about 15.
You know, it's funny the different reactions I get when I tell people I'm from New Jersey. I get usually 3 different reactions. I get a "that's so cool" reaction. I get the "I hate everybody from the north" reaction, and I also get the
go back home.
No, that comes with the second one. But my third reaction is usually, "Dude, did you ever party with Jay Wow or Snooki?" I was 11, so no.
That was my next guess.
Yeah, it's you'd be surprised how many people ask that question. Back to the game, 3rd and 14. They're throwing it, and he throws it, and it's caught, and he is drilled.
But there is a flag thrown on the play.
Laundry on the field since it's the second half.
Laundry is flying. That is a absolute drill of a hit. I'm not quite sure what this flag is for, though.
Looks like it'll be holding, and the Mustangs will decline that, and so that'll bring up 4th down for the Bengals.
So, you know, quarterback is technically 1 for 1 on the day, 100% completion percentage.
Looks like a gain of about 3 yards for them, so they're in the positive territory. But looked like the receiver was a little shaken up on the play after that hit.
Can't imagine he wouldn't be. That was a monster hit by Terrence White. Here's the punt. Not gonna be able to get a body in front of it.
Another bad punt. Go out of bounds at around the 46-yard. Wow. Looked like very good spot for the Bengals as they'll take over as the Mustangs will take over at the 46-yard line.
All right, time for your 50-50 raffle winner from the cheerleaders. If your number is 157819, 157819, you're a winner. Go down to the track and see a cheerleader.
And here's the handoff up the middle, going not very far.
Looks like we have some unsportsmanlike conduct here.
Laundry on the field. That one was pretty obvious from Keon Smith, and he's like, what the heck, man? Or so it seems. And I think Castellano's arguing that there was no whistle to end the play, and Keon Smith wasn't aware it was over, or something along those lines.
If he did blow it, I didn't hear it up here. How about you guys?
It gets blown so often you stop paying attention to it, but I'm just going off of what people in the box are saying. Castellano not afraid to share his opinions. I imagine he did take a debate class or two in high school. Gristle looking to throw, tipped and intercepted by the Bengals.
Looks like we're a little laundry on the field over there on the Bengal sideline. So we'll see what that call is. But regardless, it should be Fuquay ball. Looks like the referee's conversing with the Fuquay coach. About what is yet to be determined.
And just a quick little reminder, if you're interested in being a sponsor of the Sports Block or contributing to the program in some way, we're always looking for new sponsors for commercials or things of the ilk. So be sure to contact one of our Sports Block advisors, as you see on the screen there.
So that penalty was a 5-yard face mask against the Mustangs.
So Fuquay with great field position starting on the Mustangs 20-yard line. And here's the handoff. Going to be a gain of about 8. That first half was only an hour long, believe it or not. That is not very traditional, it seems, for these high school football games.
No, and like we've stressed, these quarters have gone by very quickly, and I have no idea why, but it's just been a low-scoring game, and I think that has something to contribute.
And here's the handoff. Fuquay looking to score here once again. Going to be tackled maybe a little bit short of the first.
Looks like that might be giving them the first down there. But there's some laundry on the field again.
Flags are just flying left and right this game. Waiting on the official call here. It is, in fact, against the Bengals. I find it ironic that our student section is doing the "you can't do that" cheer. We've committed about 80% of the penalties so far this game.
We have committed a lot of penalties, but hey, you gotta have some fun in there also with the student section. Gotta rib the opposing team.
Indeed.
Definitely.
So that'll be 3rd and 14 for the Bengals, and
they are within field goal range should they not convert here. Nick, you got a scoring update for us?
Yeah, it's in the third quarter for the Wakefield-Leesville game, and Wakefield has taken the lead 20-17.
Definitely a game to keep an eye on. Leesville, is that Braxton Barrios' team?
Indeed.
Yes.
And is he back off of his injury?
Yes, I think he is back off his injury.
And for those of you who are unaware, Braxton Barrios, top receiver by far. I don't think Leesville is in the conference anymore.
No, they're in the Cap 8.
Best, I'd say, in the state, probably best receiver in the state. He is committed to Miami University as a receiver. He's just an absolute monster and pretty much the entirety of the Leesville team. He got injured earlier in the season, and I believe that's when Leesville lost pretty much all of their games. So just kind of how big of a deal he is.
Yeah, he got injured in the Panther Creek game, and Panther Creek went on to beat them. And he has come back. He's played like in he played a couple games ago, and he's back playing.
But Leesville did prevail and won some of their games, so they're even stronger now with Barrios back.
3rd and 14, looking to throw it up in the air and almost intercepted by the Mustangs. That pass might have been an indication of why Fuquay is running the ball so often. That was not the best pass in the world, but that's going to bring up. I'm confused about the downs right now. I thought it was going to bring up 4th.
2nd down
and 24.
Oh, it's 2nd and goal. So I have
I'm
no idea what happened. I have no idea what happened on
disoriented
that.
at this moment.
I thought the penalty was against the Mustangs, or against Fuquay. I have no idea what went on.
Going to be a handoff, tackled at around the 20, gain of about 4. You know, we used to have a thing, hashtag #AskSportsBlock, and it feels like nowadays it should be ask our viewers for some of these plays. You know.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what went on there. I thought the only penalty on the play was against the Bengals, and so that would have backed them up 15 yards, but that shouldn't have any bearing on it being them getting a new set of downs.
And there is a timeout by the Bengals to prevent a delay of game penalty. We're going to call a quick commercial break up here at the Sports Block. Stay tuned. You're watching.
He one block, and he just drugs them all. And he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just drugs them all. And he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill to the back of the end zone. And we are back with the Sports Block. I just realized I turned down the wrong knob. I turned off our headphones and not our microphones. So there is that. 3rd and 19, ball in the 19, a.k.a. 3rd and goal. And
Looks like a pass.
And he's in trouble. He's going to try and cut the ball back up the field.
There'll be a chop block back here at around the 30-yard line, so that'll back him up even more.
I don't think that's exactly how that play was designed. And just like the Mustangs, the Bengals are being crippled by penalties as well.
So just a little clarification from the personal foul play against the Bengals. The result of the play was a 1st down, and so that 15 yards was tacked on after the play was over. So from where the ball was spotted after the play, 15 yards was backed up, and so that allowed it to be 3rd and goal. And this is something I haven't seen, 3rd and goal from the 44.
You know, this has happened once or twice in Madden, where I go for the fake field goal. on second down, and I never get it.
Well, that's your problem right there. Fake field goal on second down.
I thought I'd catch him.
You don't fake a field goal in Madden. Just for the viewers out there who play Madden, don't fake a field goal. Doesn't work.
So 3rd and goal. And just going to be a quick screen pass. That's a
block in the back. So it's coming back again.
I think at this point we just decline the penalty.
No, it looks like Castellano's encouraging them to move them back even more. So if I'm correct, the ball will be placed in Middle Creek territory. So it'll be on the Bengals' own 46.
I don't know that I've ever seen this before in real life.
At the 41-yard line. I love this. I really love this right now. Castellano's just backing him up even more.
He's having a field day.
Oh, yeah. So
they are out of field goal range at this point.
So it looks like we have a 3rd and 59.
That's the definition of the struggle.
If we continue even more, we might run out of room with the yards to go.
Maybe if we're lucky, we can get a safety.
I don't know. I thought we almost had a delay game. So that'll back them up to the 30.
They didn't actually call the penalty, did they?
No, they did not call the penalty. But it looked like it for a second. So the Bengals will come out with a 3rd and 59 from their own 41-yard line. And a pass.
Throwing it deep.
Looked like there was offensive pass interference, but I think the damage has been done.
I think
with a 3rd and 59. I think they'll let that one slide.
We're gonna let that one slide. So, Fuquay in an obviously punting situation. Don't know too many teams that have punted on 4th and goal. These are extenuating circumstances, however.
But just for poots and giggles, I believe they should have backed him up. Throwing the flag.
Hold on there. For what?
Poots and giggles.
Let's not use that one again.
That's funny.
And Mustangs blitzing. Or fake field goal run. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No!
Oh, my gosh.
No! What?
What the heck?
What? Are you kidding me? What?
I don't know what to say.
I'm speechless. How do you... I'm just... Oh, my gosh. That 59-yard fake field goal run? Are you kidding me? On 4th and goal with 59 yards to go, we give up a touchdown.
Fake punt.
Are you kidding me? I think I need to walk this one off. Oh, my God. And the extra point attempt is good. Do we have a replay of that?
Wow.
That replay will be ready, and let's take a look at this play. Just runs right up the sideline. I am just amazed that happened. That is unacceptable. Really, I can't even say it was a good play call. It was. Oh man,
that was a once in a lifetime play.
You get them at.
I don't understand what was going through coach's mind, Fuquay's coach's mind, calling a fake punt.
I don't like to say
with
this.
that distance.
I don't like to say this, but if someone got that on tape, that's a TPN top play nominee. Oh my gosh. No words.
We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So the game is now tied 14-14.
With 4 or 6
By
left in the
some
third quarter.
act of God, it is tied 14-14.
Something happened,
And Fuquay's kicker kind of lining up like he did at the beginning of the first quarter for that kind of onside kick looking thing.
Thank the Lord we have 4 minutes and then 12 more minutes of football left.
16 minutes in total.
Yep, math.
It looks like offsides by Fuquay. Definitely. So Fuquay going to be backed up. I don't think the obvious onside kick is very effective. What Middle Creek has been successful with is kicking, like they're going to go for the kickoff and then just kind of switching last minute to that onside kick.
looks like they'll line up for it again, but I don't know if they'll do it. Who knows? We'll see.
And kind of a squibbish hybrid of an onside kick. And he's going to bust this one out to the right side. And he's got some real estate to run. He needs a block. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A nice play by the Middle Creek special teams of being aware of what to do with the ball after they get it.
Fans are screaming for a personal foul call.
I didn't see anything.
It looked like they tackled him way out of bounds. So they pushed him out of bounds and they continued to tackle him to the ground.
Huh. It's tough to see when they actually do go out of bounds with the entirety of the Middle Creek team on the sideline blocking our view. And here's a snap handoff. Left side. Gain of about 4. This game is just, I don't know. Handoff again. Another gain of about 4 yards.
Looks like it'll be third and 3, 3rd and 4 for the Mustangs.
Third and 3.
Next time we'll write a script. Yeah. And we'll have a 10. Yeah. And meters.
Here's a snap. Fake the handoff. A little quick throw over to the sideline. It's going to be caught by Burniston and tackled for the first down. A score by the Mustangs here would be huge. The momentum definitely went towards Fuquay after that act of God fake punt run. 450 some odd yards.
Don't mention it again.
Kind of have to at this point. Snap to Gristle, looking to throw into the end zone. One-handed.
Oh, man! What a catch!
So there's another top 10 play there.
That's a
Wow. I hope we got a replay of that coming up soon because that was one heck of a catch.
That was amazing.
That's one for a highlight tape.
5 yards for the touchdown. Quick throw. And incomplete pass.
Wow.
That
2
was
unbelievable plays this year, or this game so far.
AWOL football on the field. Ref threw a football. I don't know.
Incomplete. It was incomplete.
Incomplete throw by the ref, I guess. This game has just been more and more confusing. Here's a snap, quick pitch to Burnson. Stiff arm, needs to shake him off, and he does!
Touchdown, Mustangs!
Just waltzes right into the end zone after shaking off a Bengal defender. And I think I can read Burnson's mind right now. Get off me, child's play! And just waltzes right into the end zone for a Middle Creek touchdown.
That was a nice little stiff arm.
Stiff arm, he freaking carried the guy on his legs into the touchdown.
He also stiff armed him, but yes, he did. He did carry him in there. Give him a little piggyback ride into the end zone. Nothing to it. Nothing to it.
Here's that point after attempt. Nice little flop by Huey.
Possibly should have been a roughing the kicker there.
I don't think so. I think that might have been acting class.
Mustangs regain the lead, 21-14.
Mustangs, in fact, do regain the lead, 21-14. And nothing short of some amazing plays on offense for the Mustangs. And we're going to take a quick look at the at that last play. And just waiting to play the start here on the replay. And here comes Bernston. There's one defender stiff arms him. He's going to go for the feet and just shakes him off and waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown. I can't think of a better verb than waltzes. That was really just what he did.
That was a clutch. That was a clutch word. Very clutch.
Very clutch. 2 minutes and 24 seconds here in a crazy third quarter.
By far the craziest third quarter I've ever seen in my football days.
Your football days.
Yes.
Onside kick by the Mustangs. Almost. Oh, and it's loose. And the Mustangs got it. And the Mustangs will recover. Wow.
No.
Buzzkill. Yeah.
Wait, no! We got it! I have no idea what just went on.
What the heck? That was awesome!
Wow.
Looks
like they're still fighting under there for it, though.
Wow.
And we got it.
I don't know. We got the ball. Mustangs have the ball.
That's all that counts.
We
got the football.
Recovers the onside kick.
Wait, hold on. There's some discussion going on between the refs.
I think we need a replay of not the actual play, just after the play.
We needed a camera in there in that pile.
Yeah,
that's what we needed.
We need somebody on that.
Like an overhead camera.
Yeah, we need to get some wires just strung along.
We need something underneath, though.
We need
no flag.
The owner of the Cowboys to come in and just redo our stadium.
Jerry Jones?
In fact, yeah, I couldn't think of his last name. So ball on the 44-yard line in Bengal territory for the Mustangs, and it's exactly the type of momentum shift they needed.
Crazy turn of events so far.
Hey, Coach. Good. All right. Is this the cross? Yes. Right to it? Yeah. Hey, how are you guys? Doing great. We can announce this.
And just getting ready for this play to get underway.
Still ironing out the details of the play.
Castellano is actually on the good side of. Oh no, this is the Fuquay coach talking with the refs. They look awfully similar.
So play will finally resume with the Mustangs taking over at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
That was going to be recovery by the Bengals, but the special teams receiver actually fumbled the ball, and that's what allowed the Mustangs to recover it. Nice gain on the run.
Gain of about
6
yards.
5, in fact. You were correct. Handoff again. Breaks a few tackles. Gain of 2 yards.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches.
Handoff once again. Up the middle. Got some room to run. That's going to be enough for a first down. That's Josh Drake on the carry.
So the Mustangs could continue to run the ball and drive into the Bengals' territory and hopefully knocking on the door of a touchdown. And it looks like Fuquay called a timeout before the ball was snapped.
And with that Fuquay timeout, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Blog. He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
And we are back with the Sports Block. We're going to take a... No, we're not. All right. 1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line for the Mustangs. And here's a snap, fakes the pitch, and handoff up the middle for a gain of 3 or 4.
Mustangs have done a good job with that jet sweep there, so putting a little play action and or a little fake jet sweep and handing it off to Josh Drake.
Here's a snap up the middle. And break a few. And we're going to take a replay at that onside kick that the Mustangs recovered. So here's the kick. It bounces right off the hands of the Fuquay defender, and then you just kind of lose it behind the crowd of the Mustangs sideline. And that's kind of why it was tough for us to tell. And defense is going to jump off sides here.
That'll move the Mustangs up to the Bengals' 10-yard line for a 1st and 5.
Here's a snap, handoff, going to be stuffed. Just 20 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And we're going to go over to Nick Holliday for a quick score update.
Panther Creek leads Green Hope 14-7 in the 3rd quarter.
Go, Keon! And that pass was to Keon Smith. We're going to have that update for you sooner. I completely forgot to go over to Nick. Sorry, Nick.
It's okay.
And that'll end the 3rd quarter.
Mustangs going to the end of the quarter, leading 21-14 with the ball. We're going to go down to We're going down to Madison Jaggers for a sideline report. Madison?
Halftime, we had a special performance by the Middle Creek Chorus, who sang God Bless America in honor of Veterans Day Monday. 3rd quarter has been very exciting. Fuquay was able to run in for a touchdown, but Middle Creek kicked it up after that. Mustangs were able to recover an onside kick and score a touchdown. This is Madison Jaggers, back to you.
So there we go.
Thanks, Madison. I don't think running it into the end zone gives that play the justice it deserves. But at the end of the quarter, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off. And he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute. Did you miss us? Because we're right back. Welcome back to the Sports Block. Ball on the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And Gristle's just going to toss it into the end zone to
Jay Schuler with a touchdown reception. Just 5 seconds into this fourth quarter.
So a great way to start off the fourth quarter, as that's going to make it the score. Middle Creek 28 pending the extra point. Fuquay 14. Huey on for the extra point attempt.
Congratulations, thank you for supporting the lacrosse team. All right.
And here's the kick. Splits the uprights. And the Mustangs have twice the score of the Bengals.
All right, the next raffle goes to the men's lacrosse team is for the iPod Nano. The winner of that is Ashley Cook of Cary. Ashley Cook, go to the press box and claim your iPod Nano.
And just kind of convening here before they decide to kick it off. Might be talking about potentially another onside kick. I'd be surprised if they did, and not surprised if they did as well. You never know with Coach Castellano.
Courtesy of the men's lacrosse team.
That's when Jonah said he sold.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Mustang, 28, 14. Rubino to kick.
I'm going to count those up just to see.
And Helen Kimball has taken a break from Ustream. We now have Mr. Benjamin First on the computer. As you well know from last home game, he's not the best person working the computer, so we apologize in advance if he messes up any. And here's Rubino. And he does decide to kick it off into the end zone. And it will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Fuquay's going to start on their own 20-yard line.
Touchback for Rubino.
Yeah, ever since that kickoff, I believe it was in the late first quarter, early second quarter, where it just rolled over the goal line. The Bengals have always had that safety net back there to make sure it does roll over so the Mustangs can't recover.
Indeed, indeed. And quarterback finally under center, looking to pass on first down. This is madness. And he's going to throw it kind of away. I believe he's 2 for 3 on the night. Maybe.
66%.
Highest completion percentage we've had in Mustang Stadium in a while.
Well, I know he does have a 2 incomplete passes because he had that one at just before halftime. During the third quarter, just before that that insane fake punt that was turned into a touchdown.
And a Mustang player having to trot off the field. Second and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw again. Rocket at the ankles of the receiver.
Seems like this quarterback's all over the place tonight. And like you said earlier, we now know why they have not passed the ball maybe but 5, 6, 7 times.
And that's just what it is. He hasn't been consistent. Either his passes have been, slow lobs, or, as you just saw there, bullets. Well, they've been high, they've been low. I mean, I guess it's not entirely fair because he hasn't thrown too often, but when he has thrown, it's been all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know if the accuracy problem is because it's just he doesn't have the accuracy, or if it's because he hasn't thrown much tonight.
3rd and 10, quarterback keeper. And will be tackled for enough for the first down. I'm surprised the Mustangs weren't able to bring him down. Once again, the cheerleaders doing the number of backflips that the Mustangs have points scored, meaning they will do 28 backflips, which is 28 more backflips than I can do. Oh, cheerleader just ate it on an unsuccessful backflip.
Looks like we got another option play.
I got caught up in the backflips.
Looks like we have a new quarterback in.
That's what I think it is too. I think I don't know where the other quarterback went.
Looks like the quarterback is number 3, Tyler Williams, who is a senior.
He weighs 170 pounds. If you guys wanted to know that.
Thanks, Nick. He might be on the heavyweight wrestling team, but we
That
don't know
is
that.
the Snapple fact. That one should be on the inside of a Snapple bottle. Mr. Petty does not look amused. I'm waiting for this play to be underway. And he's looking to throw it under pressure. Needs a scramble. Stiff arms and just going to be run out of bounds. Just as good as a sack, as it would have been around the same area.
That was Isaiah Herring there on the forced out of bounds. He is in our speech 2 class, mine and Nick's.
At what point is that joke going to get old?
It ain't no joke.
I think might be time to retire that one soon. I'm not trying to put you guys down or anything. I'm just saying.
It's all right. It's all right. So it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ball on the 40. Looking to hand it off up the middle. Going nowhere.
Looks like a minimal gain of about 2. So that'll be a 3rd and 9.
We have a quick SWAC score update. Cary is leading Athens 21-17 at the end of the 3rd, and Panther Creek is up on Green Hope 14-10 at the end of the 3rd.
So it looks like quarterback Caleb Mundy will come back into the game.
Here's a snap. Holds on to the wait. What? Faked me out. Thought the quarterback kept the ball. Actually handed it off, and that's enough for a Fuquay first down.
They certainly confused me.
This is not our game. We've become easily confused.
But then again, confusing events have occurred.
There you go. Thank you, Nick.
And here's a handoff out the middle. Breaks loose of defenders. And breaks off another defender. Not going to be tackled for another 10 yards after the first down.
That run was run by number 22, Eric Sugarman.
Looks like we have an injured Mustang down on the field.
And there's a injury on the field, so we're going to go to a commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block.
And he drugs them all.
And he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block.
And he drugs them all.
And he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. And we are back with the Sports Block. 1st and 10, ball in the 28 for Fuquay. They're going to hand the ball off up the middle to the fullback. Tackled, flag on the field. Laundry is flying.
Well, good attempt by the Fuquay player to pick the flag up for us, but it didn't really work out. Chop block. He tried to help him out.
So that will back up Fuquay quite a bit. First and 25. Wouldn't be surprised if a fake punt were to run into the end zone at any moment now.
Offsides.
Oh my gosh.
Is that against Mustangs or Bengals?
That was against the Mustangs.
That'll make it 1st and 15, I believe. Or is encroachment 10 yards?
It's 20. It's 1st and 20.
Okay. And he's going to hand it off here to number 22. And a nice effort by the Mustang defender of tripping him up before he could really turn up that field.
Looks like it was the same play that the Bengals ran before the penalty. So that'll be a loss of 2, and that will bring up 2nd down and 22 for the Bengals from the Mustangs' 40-yard line.
Player in motion, handoff up the middle. Will be. I think they did get the 1st down on that run, depending on where they mark it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong marker. I am off my game tonight.
Looks like it'll be 3rd and 11.
3rd and 10.
We think it's 11. 10.5.
Ooh, false start.
This is looking awfully familiar.
So back him up another 5 yards.
3rd and 16.
We have a quick score update from the Leesville-Wakefield game. Leesville's up on Wakefield 31-27 in the fourth quarter.
Okay. Close game still. And quarterback still has the ball, looking to throw. Under pressure. And
incomplete pass.
Quarterback evaded quite a few Mustangs before getting that pass off.
That was number 3, Tyler Williams, again.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 16. Obvious punting situation.
So we think. We think. We're not 100% sure anymore. But they're coming out. Looked like they're going for it.
My concept of football has just been absolutely shattered today. And looking to pass, buying some time with his feet, and not going very far. Needs to get rid of it, and just kind of dumps it off to receiver, well short of even getting to the line of scrimmage. So Mustang's going to take over on downs. Can't say I.
Looks like there's a flag on the field, though.
That's something new. On Coach Castellano, I believe, is an unsportsmanlike conduct. He's just, I
don't know what's going on.
So it is against the Mustangs. I wish I knew what for. And it looks like there is an injured Mustang on the field as well. And I'm being told by the people in the press box that number 7 for the Mustangs has been ejected from the game for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Turnover on down, Mustang ball.
So, ball on the 17, 1st and 10. Gristle hands it off up the middle. Gain of about 5. Mustangs have a chance to put this game away entirely should they score on this drive. Just throws it up. That was a poor decision by Gristle. That was just not the play to make. He was under pressure, needed to get rid of the ball. Needed to get it out of bounds to just try to throw it up to a receiver.
Yeah, you don't want to throw that one up. That could have easily been intercepted, and it was tipped. I think there was like four or five defenders in there. Third and 5 for the Mustangs.
Here's a snap, handoff. Got to break a tackle, and he's going to be a few yards over the first down, so Middle Creek converts.
Good run.
And even if the Mustangs don't score here, if they chew up enough clock, it's going to make it awfully difficult for Fuquay to come out here and score.
Yeah, right now, Mustangs name of the game for the Mustangs right now is just clock control. They just got to run the ball and keep that clock rolling.
And another handoff. This one for a gain of 5 yards once again.
keep getting those 5-yard gains, and that clock will continue to roll. And so will the chains.
Here's a snap, handoff, up the middle, found a hole, and that's going to be enough for a first down by Josh Drake. Ball on the 45-yard line. 10 seconds left on the play clock. And another handoff. Spin move going to be wrapped up. And he's going to break that for a gain of 5. Nice effort by Josh Drake.
Very nice. Just being able to spin off there and get some yards and turn something negative into a positive.
So ball in midfield. Getting clock winding down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And I think it's kind of crossing into that plane where Fuquay will not be able to come back and score twice against the Mustangs. Especially their lack of a passing game is really what they're going to need.
Clock just drops under 3 minutes left in this game, with the Mustangs leading 28-14. That'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
Two minutes and 30 seconds left on the game clock. Here's a snap, handoff. Not going to be enough for the first. However, the Mustangs have dealt their damage.
I've been up here the whole night. Call me if you need some help.
Subs are $1, popcorn is $1 at the concession stand while they last.
And now inside 2 minutes left here in the game. I'm going to declare this one pretty much over.
Don't jinx us, Will.
4, 3, 2.
And a delay of game penalty on the Mustangs did call a timeout before the delay of game. We're going to take a quick timeout. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off. And he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. And we are back with the Sports Block. We're going to go down to Madison Jaggers for a sideline report.
During the fourth quarter, number 68 was seen limping off the field. He was then checked out by a trainer, and it appeared to be a foot injury. Middle Creek appears to be taking the win tonight with the score of 28-14. This is Madison Jaggers, back to you.
Thanks, Madison. And it does certainly look like Mustangs will pull away with the win. As Fuquay, not much of a chance here to come back in the 1 minute and 30 seconds they have to do so. So let's talk a little bit about this game. Obviously, some extremely confusing plays, some crazy plays, and just let's reflect on that a little bit.
Well, Fuquay sure has had their share of like you said, crazy plays and confusing plays. But the Mustangs also have had some confusing plays with it wasn't really confusing, but a really nice grab over there on the sideline in the third quarter by Jay Schuler. Just a spectacular one-handed catch that really set up that touchdown to make it 28-14.
Yeah, and Fuquay really relied on the ground for the most of the first half, and then a little bit in the third quarter. But then when they started throwing the ball, it really just fell apart for them, and other ways for them. But really good team effort by the Mustangs, and really good the defense held up their end of the bargain. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to mention that fake punt run into the touchdown. Turned out not to bite Mustangs too much in the butt, but certainly gave them a little bit of a scare. That's definitely for sure. A strong performance by Gristle, I thought, tonight. His throws, for the most part, were on point. He had that one poor decision-making that could have resulted in an interception, but it did not. Solid performance on the ground game. Nothing too flashy, Backs are getting 4 or 5 yards every carry, and that's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah, those 4 and 5 yard carries can really add up, and if you get 4 and 5 yards each carry, that's a first down, averaging every 2-3 plays. So that really does a lot in the time management part of the ball game.
Definitely, and I think that's what's going to kill the Fuquay chances here now, is that they have such a great run game, but now with the needing to pass, they're not going to be able to produce anything.
Looks like the new quarterback is number 16, Bryson Braswell, who is a freshman at Fuquay.
He weighs 175 pounds.
Just FYI for all those out there who are marking down weights of each player. Looks like Fuquay will call a timeout with 35.2 seconds left on the clock.
Not quite sure why they don't have much fight left in them. Nonetheless, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block,
Oh!
and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute thrill into the back of the end zone. And we are back with the Sports Block. Certainly been a record-setting season for the Mustangs. They went undefeated in conference, so obviously they're going to win the conference. This is the third time in a row they've three-peated, winning the conference back to back to back. That is the first time in school history, and that is as a result they will host a home game for the first round of the playoffs next week. We are unsure who they will play, but we definitely will be covering it here at the Sports Block. Keep in mind that will not be live due to licensing disagreements between the school and the Athletic Association. However, that will be recorded, saved, and archived on sportsblock.net, as well as on YouTube if you want to look at that game up after the fact. Just so you're aware, we are legally not allowed to broadcast that one live. Any of the playoff games live, for that matter. So Mustang's going to take over with the ball here, and they're just going to kneel it, and that's going to be the end of the game. And what do you guys think, playoff predictions? I know we don't really know who we're going to play. Do you think the Mustangs have what it takes to make a deep playoff run, or do you think they might fall short?
Well, it all depends on what Mustang team shows up during the game. If you get the Mustang team who showed up tonight and the past couple games, they're going to be a really hard team to beat. But if you get that team that showed up against Wakefield earlier in the season, I believe it was the second or third game, then there's no telling what could happen. So we look forward to seeing this team show up, and they show up in the playoffs and continue to keep going.
Nick, what do you think?
I think Tyler's completely right. And to answer your question, a team, I saw one of the brackets that J. Mike posted on Twitter a couple days ago, and he had Athens. But I don't know if Athens or Cary will win that game. I mean, it all depends on like the outcomes of all the night's games. So we'll find out on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm sure we'll find out some nice details from Coach Castellano Tuesday on the Coaches Show. Me personally, I agree. The biggest problem this team has is inconsistency on one side of the ball or the other. Obviously, they've made it work so far here in the regular season, but once you start, playing more difficult teams in the playoffs, you can't have that. And hopefully, the Mustangs will be able to keep everything together and make a deep playoff drive. And that's going to do it for us here at the Sports Block. Thanks to all of our crew and camera people being out in the cold, our switcher and Ustream organizers, coordinators, whatever you want to call you guys. So for Nick Holliday and Tyler Scholler, I'm Will Geddes signing off. See you guys next week. You were watching another edition of the Sports Block.